Let's go. Yo. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
Griffith, let's crank it up. Welcome to the Rising Stars of Chicago Sports Podcast, casting live from Bridges Scoreboard, right here in the heart of Northwest Indiana, guys. If you're not packed up into this back room with us, you're still in the game, catching us streaming on YouTube, Facebook, or XApp. I'm Trax, your host, and tonight we're unleashing a full-on sports frenzy with two of the most electrifying talents this town has ever seen. Everybody, put your hands together for Jackson and Ryan Davenport. Griffith's own baseball and football titans, folks. We're really excited. Jackson Davenport is a pitcher who's rewriting the script. 3.36 ERA, 48 strikeouts in just 7 starts. A jaw-dropping 7 strikeout masterpiece against BNI, giving up just 1 earned run. That's not talent, folks. That's domination. Then there's Ryan Davenport, a football force of nature at CCSJ. Starting every game, allowed a measly 3 sacks in his entire career and stacked up to all conference nods and all CSFL honor and the MSFL Champion of Character Award. Did I mention he was the first team All-American at Griffith High and graduated 4th in his class? These brothers are straight fire. Folks, we're diving deep into their stats, their stories, and their secrets. Whether you're screaming from the crowd or glued to your screen, get ready. This is about to be a wild analytical ride through the world of the Davenports. Let's go, Jackson. Ryan, welcome to the hot seats, folks. Jackson, you're up first, man. And we're diving straight into the numbers. A 3.36 ERA is no joke. Pure consistency under pressure, man. What's your process to lock it down in that, both on the mound and in the days leading to a start? What do you do?
So at the beginning of the week, my coach tells me I'm about to get a start, what games I'm going to start that week and where I'm playing. So days leading up, I try and do long toss. I don't throw a bullpen during the season because I'm playing other positions like outfield, catching. So during the week, I look at me and Coach Lip, actually, Paul Lipsky, our pitching coach, we go through his scouting reports from other years, and we break down the hitters, and we know where to attack them, where to not. And it really just comes down to if I'm going to attack them like we want to. Leading up to days of the start, I like to just stay relaxed, stay calm, don't overwhelm myself.
How do you do that? Take us through the process of how you get yourself calm and relaxed. Is there anything that you do? Any process like breathing or whatever? Or is it like some music or something? What is it?
The days of the start, it's definitely music. I have a whole playlist that I listen to throughout the whole entire day. I'm at school and I turn on the playlist and I lock in maybe halfway through school. That's when I really dial in into the game, and so I can go out there and dominate on the mound.
Nice, nice. I like that. It's all about attention to detail and preparation, man. That be an eye game, man. 10 strikeouts, 1 earned run, career high territory, man. Take us inside that day where you felt untouchable from the jump. Or did something click as you rolled through those innings?
So before the game even started, I knew this could be my last game ever in a Griffith Panther uniform or even jersey at that point. So throughout the game, before the game, I knew that I had to go out and dominate on the mound, and that's what my goal was. And I set that goal, and I hit that goal by delivering 10 strikeouts with only 18 outs I had to work with. Through the day, even through school, I really just I didn't care about school that day. I just wanted to play baseball. uh, No, but through the day, I listened to my playlist and I was just going over how to attack each hitter because we played Bishop Knoll 2 times other than the season, and we had a game plan set and I executed pretty good. And it was a heartbreaking loss, but I'll take the 10 strikeouts and the 1 earned run. It's very hard to do, and I think I delivered that day.
What was the most memorable part of that day? Was there somebody there with you, a teammate or a coach that was in your corner, something that you remember that was like special? You know what I mean? Looking back on all of that, is there something that you just kind of like just love, like you sink your teeth into every time you hear that? You look back and you think about that story, you know?
It's gonna have to be when I was walking back to the dugout. So they have a tunnel leading into the dugout from the bullpen, and I was walking back to the dugout, and my catcher Tyler Droz, he's a sophomore. He looked at me and he said, "Let's get it done. No matter the winner outcome, it was an honor to catch you." And I was like, "I want to deliver for this guy right here, right now." So we gave each other a hug, and I went out there and dominated.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's a feel good story. And you know what? The teammate, the camaraderie, that connection, sometimes it just really like lights a fire that you normally wouldn't feel all by yourself. And that's kind of like the special thing about sports, right? Like you get that connectivity that normally somebody would pull something out of you, even like this big support group you guys got here in front of you is just amazing. But that connectivity with your team, those people bring something out of you. So, I mean, that's really cool to hear, man. But let's break this down, guys. 48 strikeouts, 7 starts, nearly 7 per game. That's a batter's nightmare. What's your strategy when you're hunting that that strike? Do you lean on a signature pitch, or are you out there playing chess with the hitter, man? What are you doing?
Yeah, it's about playing chess. So 2 years ago, I had a travel ball teammate actually tell me I was catching that game, and he told me call the pitch that the batter is expecting. I thought that was the stupidest thing I ever heard. I'm not gonna lie. So when I went on the mound, I was like, I'm gonna throw what they're not expecting every time, so I can blow past 81 by them,
Oh, yeah.
or I can just switch up their timing and maybe get a weak ground ball.
Yep.
But when I'm hunting that K, I usually want to get ahead in the count, stay ahead in the count. So like 2-2, 1-2, 0-2, and if I have my count, in my head I'm going to strike you out no matter what.
I'll tell you right now. So I got the speed limit warning on my Jeep. After I hit 80, like I get a alert. Do you feel like sometimes in a batter's like because you're up to bat, you feel like there's a certain speed that you throw or that you see where you're just like, that's fast. You know what I mean?
I, during the winter through during the winter, I couldn't really. I just thought I was just like hitting my normal speeds. But then it really came out, and I was like, oh wow, I'm actually like kind of throwing hard this year
Yeah.
against TF South
Oh boy.
when I almost threw the no hitter. I threw a one hitter
Yeah.
that game. During the TF South game, I go, I think I'm kind of throwing kind of hard today. And everybody was like, yeah, I think you are too. I really wanted that win, so I'm glad that we got it.
Like, yeah, man, for sure. That's what it's all about, right? Like the stats don't lie, the numbers don't lie, but at the end of the day, like it sounds to me like you'd rather take the W than have really good stats and then get the L. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause I told my team this year, being a senior captain, I told the team, I go, you guys have to hate losing more than you love to win,
Oh,
and that's my mindset, and I just want to, because I hate losing more than I love winning.
I love that. That's good. Yeah. Hey, training wise, you're clearly putting in the grind, man. Walk us through a week in your life, man. Practice, gym, school. How do you juggle it all and still show up throwing that heat, man?
So school during the season, I try and separate school and sports because school had to come first. So I would always take a few hours right after school before I had practice or a game.
Yeah.
I would always do that, and then right when I'm done with schoolwork, I would dial into baseball mode.
Okay.
So I have to keep it separated so I don't get burnt out as much.
Yeah.
I always got to keep up with the sleep.
Yeah, sleep's important and all of that. Man, I'll tell you what. I see all the family, all the friends, out there in the crowd. Walk us through when you see some of these people, some of those days where maybe you were kicking and screaming as a little tyke and you didn't want to go. Maybe you had PlayStation control in your hand or whatever, and you're like, or was it always like you just wanted to go? There was no kicking and screaming, just you were running to the car or whatever.
There's definitely days where I didn't want to go.
Who was the person that got you like there, like not just in the vehicle to go, but like motivate you to get you there,
Probably my dad. It was definitely my dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like for majority he was an assistant coach or just a coach of mine. So
Yeah.
I could all, and I never wanted to miss, but like there's some days I was just like lazy.
Dude, you're a kid. You're a human being.
Exactly.
There's days that I don't want to go to work. Like every day that ends in why? Why go to work? I don't want to go to work, but we got to eat, keep the lights on, all that.
Exactly. I was like, why do I gotta go
Why do
practice?
I go to practice? Why can't I just go to the game and go,
Exactly.
kick some butt? You know what I mean? I get it, dude. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
But,
but you
so-
need practice to get better. You need practice to
The
get better.
practice gets you better. So in those moments, like, did you think of like your pops? Like, dude, I'm better because of those practices. If I wouldn't have went, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, throwing average 7 Ks a game.
I don't necessarily think of it. I definitely know it's in the back of my mind because I have like teammates
Yeah.
that was like, hey, like let's just go to this open field right now.
Right.
Because we would have optional practices,
Oh, wow.
not during the season, but like
Right.
over the summer. They're like, hey, let's go, and I was like, I'd rather go to the beach today. They're like, no, let's go,
Oh,
let's go,
absolutely. Yeah.
let's go to the
Beach
open
over
field. And I was like,
practice every
yeah.
day.
Yeah, so I teammates hold me accountable, but I also had like there were some days where my teammates didn't want to go and I wanted to, so
Yeah.
it was all accountability from there.
And then what really like split our wigs was when COVID hit. That was crazy.
I was in middle school.
It was insane. Like, whoa, I mean, walk us through what that was like, as an athlete, as a student, all that, you know what I mean? This is a little off script, but I think it's important because that the fact that they're giving in college right now extra years, that speaks volume to what people went through during that time. You know what I mean? 2020, starting all the way through, all those years,
Yeah, I was in middle school when COVID hit, and that was the year I really I want to say separated myself in travel ball when I was like, hey, I'm actually like getting kind of good at this pitching thing.
Yeah.
So during the summer when COVID hit, we would still have tournaments, but it was like very much less games that we would play
Right.
normally.
Yeah.
So I always had to go out and dominate in those few games that we had that summer so I can continue to get better, because that's when I really fell in love with pitching and
I got you.
I wanted to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. Well, I tell you what, man, you're young, but the hype is real. People are whispering all conference potential and beyond. How do you deal with that noise when people are like, when it catches up to you, you hear stuff and all of that hype and whatever? And what are you gunning for by season's end? Like, what do you see in this summer league that you're in right now?
When I started hearing like people say that I could get all conference, like I want to make all conference. I haven't found out yet. I'm pretty sure I find out Monday at our baseball awards night, and
Everybody finds out that night.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Whether something
So
happens or
I'm
not.
hoping I get first team all conference, because
Oh,
that was the goal I set for this year,
Yeah.
and I really want to get all
I
conference.
hope you get it, buddy. That'd be cool. That would be
It
awesome.
would.
if you get it.
I'll complete the Davenport, the Davenport getting all conference. I'm the only
Yeah.
one that hasn't yet.
Oh, you're the only one.
Only one.
Oh, come on! If you guys are listening, come on, let's But no, that's cool, man. Even to be in the conversation, if you get it, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna call you out right now on the show. We're gonna have you back. Get the other one over there that's chowing down. You gotta get him on the show. Last one. Well, last one for you, man. Ryan's been down this road, tearing it up in football. He has dropped. Has he dropped any wisdom that's shaped how you attack baseball? Has he helped you out?
He hasn't dropped wisdom, but he has definitely, hold all of his brothers. All of his brothers hold themselves accountable by the way we play. It's been competitive throughout our whole entire lives, and we all go out there and compete. It goes up to my brother Andrew. He competed in college, pitching and hitting. Ryan competed in college. I got to see him play on Saturdays and just see him pancake people. Like I want to go do that. I have Nolan, my twin. Just me and him always butting heads, always in competition. So it's really us wanting to more hold ourselves accountable for our competitive edge when it comes to sports. So that's what I really take away from Ryan and my other brothers, that we were just competitive and I want to go out there and compete.
So I've had the pleasure of interviewing several of the major players and stuff and pros. One guy that comes to mind is Walter Payton's brother, Eddie Payton. And Eddie Payton in that whole back and forth camaraderie and that built-in competitive streak that you have with your brothers and stuff, that helps you push you to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And he really felt like Walter wouldn't have been as good as he did if he wasn't always trying to keep up with his older brother. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even though he was never as Eddie, I love you. Please don't take this the wrong way. You already know. He'll never be as good as Walter. But Walter wouldn't have been as good if he didn't have his older brother always in front of him, always chasing. I mean, it didn't matter. Hunting, they made it competitive. Fishing made it competitive. Any sport, running, whatever it was, playing tag, whatever. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's just the competitiveness of stuff. If you go out there and you're competitive and you compete, you're gonna be successful.
And what's it like to have a tribe, a family that's all together? Like, you guys legit can go out and play a game any day of the week with just a fam. You know what I mean?
Because
like, let's just get together. Let's go have a game.
It's fun.
Stripe it out. Let's go.
It's very fun to do. It's very fun to do. Family gatherings. We're playing spike ball. We're playing can jam. We're playing all the front yard games.
Yeah.
We take the Thanksgiving football game very seriously.
Oh,
we keep track of
bowl,
everything.
Oh,
yeah. We take our turkey bowl very serious.
Yeah. Is it like the seniors versus the kids, or?
We have to randomize the teams. It's not fair if we just do all the older ones together.
Ah, okay. Yep, I got it. Oh, I hear a challenge. Do I hear a challenge? So we got, we're slowly growing here. We got over 70 in the building online. definitely got a lot in the house, man. It's been awesome. It's been a pleasure. This kid's bright. I think I'll have him on the show again in the near future. So everybody, we'll do another round of applause for you later. Don't worry, man. We show plenty of love, man. Everybody give it up, man. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. 94 in the building right now, 94 online. So the interview with Ryan Davenport, man. Let's flip the script over to you, Ryan, to start you off. Starting every game at CCSJ and holding opponents to just 3 sacks across your career. That's insane protection, man. What's the key to being that rock solid on the offensive line, buddy?
I mean, it all starts at practice, obviously. I was blessed enough. We always had like one of the best defenses in the league, if not. I think we were ranked number 1 all 3 years I was there. So
Yes, sir.
I went against just great D linemen every day in practice. We did one-on-one protections against them. So I got a lot of one-on-one pass protection reps against some really good players. That obviously helped me a lot. And then just watching film, because you got to watch who you're going against that week, see what their moves they're going to do a lot are. And then it's just like a chess match from there. Like a lot of guys I'll see like, oh, they're like a speed move, so I need to be kicking fast, so they're not really the type that's going to bull rush me. And so you go into the game beforehand just like thinking about what they're going to do and preparing for it that way.
I feel like we could have a podcast with just you guys on Chicago Sports Podcast talking some football. I love that. You're dropping some serious knowledge there, man. So I've had Olin Kreutz on, Jay Hilgenberg, all these offensive linemen for the Bears. You know what I mean? And it's awesome that you said that. And here's the deal. When I talk to these guys, it's always a fun rub to ask them, who made who better? Did you make the defensive line better, or did the offensive line make the defensive line better? And I like how humble you were about it. And you were like, we went up against some legit, really good defensive line. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I mean,
same thing with Jimbo Covert. I talked to him about Jimbo Covert. I talked to him about Mongo and all that. And then he talked to me about how he dumped him on his head and all this stuff because he was a wrestler. You know what I mean? So you have any like really chippy moments with your own teammates where like you legit felt like practice when you guys left practice, it made the game easier?
Oh, definitely. I mean, no offense to the other people in the league, but I didn't face competition from other teams like I did against my own at practice. We'd get into it. We'd like get chirpy with each other during these one-on-one drills. We'd be all good afterwards, but like if I got a pancake, they're not going to take that. Like they're gonna be like, "Oh, good job, man!" Like that got more mad than the other teams when it would happen to them.
Yeah, for sure, man. Everybody likes pancakes for breakfast, but you don't like being pancaked if you're a defensive lineman, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the funnest part, man, especially when they start chirping, like you said, chirping. I'll use that word, you know. So especially when they start getting a little chippy with your quarterback. You ever had that happen before?
Oh, yeah. Our quarterback liked to talk himself, so there was a lot of that going back and forth.
But you got to have his back. You already know going into it. You know the assignment. The assignment is to get the back of your, field general. Walk us through. Give us a little dab. Don't give us all the 11 herbs and spices, but just kind of, tickle the ivories. Let us know what's going on there. Like, give us a little backstory. Something really fun that happened.
Oh, I talk a lot too to the other players, so a lot of times
I kind of feel that. I got that vibe right now.
So if I'll win a rep, I'll be like, "Come on, man, you can do better than that," just to get in their head,
That's crazy.
And then they start saying like, "Oh, I got you next time," and they don't. But we get into it a little bit.
Bad. That's awesome. That's cool. So your trophy case is stacked, man. 2-time all-conference, all CSFL, and the MSFL champion of character award, man. That's one special one. It's not just about the stats. It's about who you are. What does it mean to you? And how do you live up to it every day?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a special award because like it goes off the field, like you said. It's like trying to be a captain for all the people on the team, and then a lot of it in the community work because Coach Novak always has us signing up for some volunteer stuff. I'm always around Whiting helping out here or there. So
Yeah.
it's just stuff like that. So it did mean a lot to me to get that award. It was nice.
Yeah, man. Hey, they're loving what you're saying right now, both of you. We got over 178 in the building online. That's pretty awesome, man. Let's give it up for these guys. This is great. Let's keep it going. Hey, 178. Get to Bridger scoreboard right now. I don't know what you guys are doing. They got good wings. They got good pizza. The chef in the back's probably like, no, chill out. No, he's ready for you. Let's go. So, yeah, man. So back to those stats. So let's get off the pancakes and the food and the wings and all that good stuff. But 3 sacks allowed, period, man. That's a brick wall performance. Was there a technique or a mindset, something that you leaned on to keep quarterbacks upright against those and clean jerseys? You know all about that. Upright against those beasts on the D-line?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a mindset as an O-lineman, especially as a tackle, because you're going to have those one-on-one situations a lot more.
Outside,
like guard and center, like it's still difficult, but a lot of times you'll have help coming right or left. So, like, you know you're in a one-on-one with them, and you kind of just, like, have to strive for perfection. I don't remember who gave the quote, but I remember one time they're like, if you were an offensive lineman and you give up a sack every single game, you're giving up, like, more than 10 sacks a season. That's pretty terrible. But if you're a D lineman, you get a sack every game. You finish the season with, like, 10 sacks.
Was that Will Campbell? I think that was Will.
I don't remember who it was, but it's like, that's a great
Campbell
season.
In this draft for LSU.
It's like, yeah, it was. You're right.
Yeah.
So it's just like something like that. It's like,
say that again online.
oh yeah,
No, you're right part.
Yeah.
They need to hear that. There's a lot of times I'm wrong, so I savor the moment. You know?
Yeah. So it's just like that. Like, you have to almost be perfect, because every time you make one mistake, like, that ruins a whole play. Just if you're one-on-one, if you mess up, set too far back, he gets around you, he's getting to the quarterback, that play's dead in one wrong move. So you just have to try to strive for perfection on those every play, you know?
Yep. I love the old adage, you're never too young to teach, and you're never too old to learn. Young Timothy over here is spitting knowledge right here, man. I tell you what. So at Griffith High, you were first team, man. You were first team, all conference, and 4th in your class. That's a double threat most athletes can only dream of. How did you pull that off? And what's your advice for kids out there, little types, trying to balance sports and books, man?
I mean, it's tough. A lot of times you got to do a lot of work, and then with I was doing like 2-a-days in high school and stuff, so like you got a lot going on, and then obviously it's high school, like your social life and everything, you care about that too. But I'd say you just got to focus on what matters, especially if you want to play at the next level. Like, you have to focus a lot on school. That comes first and foremost, and then you got to focus on everything that comes with in the classroom too. So like, social life matters a lot in high school. Like, you kind of want to put that third, because the other things are more important if you want to continue the next level, you know? So it's just a balancing act you got to do there.
Yeah, that is a balancing act with friends, family, girls, all that. That's got to be rough, you know? But you know what? If you get the right support group behind you, they'll appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's important. And I like what you're saying to the little types out there, you know? That's important. Like, really focus, you know? They say where your focus goes, you know, your energy flows. And it's real important. Whatever you focus on, that's what you're going to be about. You know what I mean? It sounds like you guys are dialed in, and you got a really good support group for sure. So your coach at CCSJ, Jay Novak, raves about your skills, hustle, and your heart. What's the biggest thing he taught you that you'll carry forward with you, man?
Yeah, Novak taught a lot of stuff. He gave the longest speeches I've ever had as a coach. Like, he'd be in the huddle and he would say a million motivational things. But the one that stuck the most, he'd always say, like, it's 90% physical, no, 90% mental, 10% physical. And it's kind of like you were just saying, we're like, where your focus goes, that's what helps. So he just made sure, like, we have to stay locked in at all times, because you can be the strongest guy in the field. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know the plays and stuff, it doesn't matter. So, like, the mental game is the most important part of pretty much any sport. He said that for football, but he made sure we knew, like, it applies to everything in life.
For sure. Man, I love that. That was great. Shout out, man. That's some good stuff there. I remember, this is your interview, so I'm not hijacking it, talking about my stories, but I remember when I was playing semi-pro left tackle, and I was going up against this dude in Racine, and huge guy. Probably, I'm 6'6". I think he was like 6'8", whatever. He had a smoked out, sun visor. He was beating me down. That was when we went through that West Nile. Do you guys remember West Nile? where the mosquitoes bite you and all.
yep.
Yeah. So, dude, that was like freaking me out. Like that was in my head, And this dude was just beating me up, man. I had blood on my knees. I'm like sweaty, and he never touched my quarterback. But I'm like sitting in the locker room, practice off 87th and Kedzie for the Chicago championship. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I got to do something, otherwise I'm going to die on this field today. I was a little dramatic. I really not going to die, but I felt that way. This guy was eating my lunch, and I was just like, I've just got to focus. I've just really got to see what he's showing me. And all he had against me was a bull rush. So I said, you know what I'm going to do? Every play, whether it be a pass block or a run block, I am going to fire off and make sure I hit him first. And I tell you what, it worked. Just that one thing. My coach, if you're out there right now, why didn't you tell me that? But no, seriously, I hit him off and then he stumbled, because he was coming in hot every time, bull rush. That's all he had. That's all he had in his bag of tricks. But he's a big dude. And the whole second half of the game was a lot better coming in there and, readjust and get your mind right and whatever. Going back to what you said about strength, that guy was far more of a superior athlete than I was. He was stronger and he was bigger, all that stuff. Faster, too. I mean, this was Green Bay Packers practice squad we were going up against. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Say less. So like I said, like you said earlier, it doesn't matter how big or strong you are. If you are not in that technical state, whatever, and he was talking about that earlier, technical thinking and all that kind of stuff. You got to be dialed in. And you got to be, using your head. And I like that you both do that for sure. So let's get into the college, man. In the rear view, man. College is in your rear view. What's the next chapter in your life? Are you chasing more football, maybe a higher level, or pivoting to new goals, man? How's the journey setting up for you right now, bro?
That's the sad thing about football is you can't really throw on the pads into a pickup game of football. And then there's flag football leagues maybe, but for linemen, there's not much to do there. So sadly, football has come to an end, but I still want to stay doing something with athletics. So I've tried running a little bit. I'm going to see if maybe I want to do a men's basketball league or something, just so I'm still getting in the gym, still being active. I want something to do.
Go ball out.
Yeah, I don't want it all to go away because competitive nature that we have, I need to compete in some way athletically.
Hey, you know what? You might be a little young for this, but I hear pickleball's picking up steam right now. Look at that.
I can play some
You're
pickleball.
gonna
Yeah.
get smoked in pickleball.
Oh!
This guy's terrible at pickleball. Don't listen to him.
Here goes the chippy. Hey, there's also coaching. I mean, listen. The world needs offensive line coaches. I hope you guys are listening. All 276 in the building right now. Listen to what I have to say. What do you do when you go buy your real nice vehicle? I don't care if it's a Mustang. I don't care if it's an Escort. Well, they probably don't make Escorts no more. I'm showing my age already. You guys know what I'm saying. You go buy yourself, I don't care if it's a very nice Mercedes or whatever. What's the first thing you do before you leave the lot? You go get insurance, right? That's what offensive linemen are. They're at a premium right now, and so are coaches. And this guy, hey, you guys will listen to us. He's dropping some wisdom. He obviously knows technique. He knows how to lead people in the right direction. Let's get him signed up, okay? So, hey, you never know. You know what I mean?
I'd love to coach, yeah.
That'd be great. So, I'm going to ask questions for both you guys, okay? You guys ready?
Okay.
So, hot seat. Here we go.
All right, we're good.
All right, here we go. For Jackson and Ryan. All right. Both of you now, your brothers tearing it up in different sports. What's that dynamic like, man? Do you feel off each other, trade tips or whatever, or maybe get a little competitive at the dinner table? Which the dinner table's staring at us right now. I'm hungry. But yeah, you guys still got that competitiveness against you? Do you guys help each other out and stuff? You listen? What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, we as a family, we have 4 brothers total. We get competitive in everything we do. We're always competing. And for me specifically, it's a lot because you were talking about Walter Payton and his brother. I have an older brother that I want to I was always competing with, like, I want to be better than him. And then now I have two little brothers. I'm like, well, I can't let them be better than me. So I have it from both ends. Like, they're pushing me in all types of ways. We compete in the smallest stuff, like anything dumb around the house.
Like
We'll
what?
get into it.
Give me an instance. If you don't give me something real juicy, I'll blow your mind.
Juicy.
Like, I mean, we got to keep it,
I mean, like, we would race who can eat their food the fastest,
Okay,
like stuff
I
like that. Just like
we can work with
the
that.
silliest things, like
Yeah.
for no reason.
Okay, who can eat the most wings?
Nolan.
Probably him. Yeah.
No, it definitely gets a lot of competitive with 4 boys, and we have a competitive sister too. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so like when we're at family function, we're playing like it's just like spike ball. We're all big spike ball players. It gets competitive.
All right, dude, I'm sorry. You guys already know I'm old, okay? But what is spike ball? Can you tell me?
It's like volleyball, but there's just a circular net in the middle, and then you have 3 hits, and the ball's like this big, and you just hit it to each other, then spike it directly into the net. Then the other team has 3 hits to put it back in the net.
It's very fun, but you have to be agile to play.
Agile.
You have to be very agile.
Yeah, I see myself tearing some tendons and stuff. Diving when I shouldn't, Is it for the younger, would you say? Is any
Got to make sure you're stretched out before you play.
stretch? Oh, a little stretch action, go a little yoga. Gotcha. Over 302 in the building, man. Hey, this is awesome. So, what else? Give me another, for instance. Something really cool, something fun. What's the funnest thing you guys compete with? Is it Xbox? Is it,
It has to be our Turkey Bowl game. It has to be.
The Turkey Bowl game gets extremely competitive every Thanksgiving. We draft the teams, and then we spend like a month just talking strategy with our teammate and like talking to each other about, this year. And then at the end, we all take a picture and we have to hold up like what place we came in with our team member. And we keep score. We know who's won, what games, what their teammates are and stuff.
We have a big family, but it's not big enough where we can do like 4-on-4. So we do like 2v2s, and like we have to like make our own rules for a 2v2
is this
like
flag?
football game.
Is this flag or two-hand touch or tackle?
2-hand touch.
It's
sometimes
2-hand
it's
touch.
tackle, but it's not supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a person recording on the side just so we can do
have
like reviews
video
and
You
stuff.
guys got media there.
We got
You guys
media. We got media.
So they'll get a touchdown on someone, and next thing you know, there's a camera in your face. They're yelling at
You
you.
guys got trophies and stuff? What's going on?
We need to get a trophy.
We-
That's
we
kind
do.
of like fantasy. You guys play fantasy football?
okay. That's also a thing that gets competitive. Everyone's part of a family
Oh,
fantasy
yeah.
league.
Yeah.
Who came last this year? I think it was Skyler.
No, it was Nolan, and he hasn't done his punishment yet.
Nolan got last. Oh yeah, Nolan got last. Yeah, I made the playoffs.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. man.
Nolan got last.
This sounds like a really good, fun family, guys. So, yeah. So, do you guys like wear like certain attire or is it just whatever you got for?
Just be
Turkey
comfortable.
Bowl?
It depends on the
Just be
weather.
comfortable, 'cause
Most of the time, we're gonna have to wear like
be
'cause it's so
comfortable with
cold
being
on Thanksgiving.
uncomfortable. Is that what you do?
yeah. I mean, our
You have to
older
wear
brother
wool.
always wears a jersey, but
You
he's the
warm.
only one in a jersey.
Get warm.
Get warm. It was cold this year.
Do you guys
Stupid
have like a big old spread to look forward to when you walk in there? You guys are all like gladiators coming in. Where's the food?
No.
Let's get into some carnage. Mom, where's the food? Where's the meatloaf?
We definitely have some good food on Thanksgiving too. All the family brings stuff, so
Oh, really?
it's good for it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Pushing and shoving each other out of the line, taking plates.
There you go. Man, it sounds like a good time. So, hey, Griffith loves its own, and you guys are carrying the torch, man. What's it feel like to rep this community, and how has the support here pushed you to where you are right now?
I'll be the first to say I love my town. I love Griffith. Just like wearing a Griffith jersey for 4 years, it was really special. Especially because I had 2 older brothers and an older sister that wore it. So when I was a freshman and I got to put it on, I was like, geez, like I'm wearing the same uniforms as my older brothers and sisters. So it was really special.
That sounds really cool, man.
Yeah, Griffith. I mean, the town cares so much about its sports. Like the attendance at the games is always so big, and so like every coach I've had always cared so much about the game that like instilled that in me. And even my coach in high school, Coach Gefford, he was a Griffith alumni, so he was like giving back to Griffith. So I feel like my love for the game wouldn't be the same if I wasn't in a town that like sports was so important for them. Like we're in a big football town here, and like every sport really, like even any sport goes to state or even semi-state, like you see it everywhere. Everyone knows, and like people all go to the games. It's a great time. So it really, the love of the game is better because of Griffith being like how it is.
Love this. This is great, man. 321 in the building. So, all right, guys, let's wrap it up. That's about it, folks. The Davenport brothers have officially lit Bridges scoreboard on fire tonight. Jackson's 3.36 ERA and 48 strikeouts. Ryan's 3 sacks allowed and champion of character swagger. These two are rewriting what it means to dominate. But it's not just the numbers. It's the grit, it's the passion, and the roots. They've planted right here in Griffith. That makes them unstoppable, guys. So big thanks to everyone that packed in here at Bridges Scoreboard. Love you guys. You guys brought that energy, man. And I'll tell you what, we felt it right here. To the fans streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and the X app, all 330. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and spread the word, man. I'll tell you what, we got a free jersey giveaway coming up. Here it is. Here's the advertisement, the shameless plug right here. All you got to do to qualify is like, comment, hit that subscribe button. One winner is chosen monthly at the end of every month. Our first one is James Childers, and he actually won a Thuney jersey. Mad respect to Thuney. I love that. That's a good jersey to get. So, like I said, guys, Jackson and Ryan are on the rise, and we're all witnessing to the beginning of something huge. Jackson, Ryan, thank you for bringing your A game tonight, guys. You've got this town buzzing, and we are all in your corner. That's a wrap from Rising Stars on Chicago Sports Podcast. Keep your eyes on these two folks. Griffith, they're just heating up. This is Trax, and we out.
Thank you. Go Cubs.